Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Ethereum, Solana and SUI price prediction based on Elliott Wave analysis. We're gonna start with Ethereum here on the daily, where we have took of course our invalidation of the bullish scenario here that we had as a double 1-2. So we had of course a potential 1-2, another wave 1-2 there was unfolding until of course we took the slow there. And by taking the slow, meaning invalidation of the second 1-2, and automatically, of course, invalidation of the double 1-2. And then, of course, we have still right now only one scenario that it can play there for Ethereum, in case we still, of course, in only wave 1-2 there, which I doubt it as well, because, yeah, it doesn't look perfect for me, because, of course, we are much more likely here in 3 waves, A, B, and a C. So yeah, since that time anyway, we can take here a double 1-2, wave 3 given there, and then having 4 and a 5, 4 and a 5, something like that. In this case, okay, we can count only wave 1, and then wave 2 is still potentially still unfolding there, and the perfect fib level still of course can be taken there for this wave 2 inside this red zone here. However, the wave 2, of course, has to be an A, B, and a C. In this case, obviously, we are unfolding an impulse here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. We need, of course, here still a wave 4 and a 5 to unfold for Ethereum. So basically, if we have a 1, 2 there, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 potentially finished here for the wave 3, where you can see clearly 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 internally on the 4-hour chart here. And we're looking currently for a wave 4. Now, this wave 4 of the wave C, in case it is, we are looking here, of course, for the fib levels taken from the wave 2 to the wave 3 there to reach, of course, this area to be tested as well, of course, as a wave 4. So we're going to see, of course, the 0.38, 0.23 minimum requirement here for wave 4. And then we'll see if a wave 5 will unfold, of course, toward the downside to finish up here a wave 2, so A, B, and a C. So very likely that we are still in this potential scenario. Can be, of course, as we mentioned, double 1-2, but here's this double 1-2, the biggest one. It has to be removed. We have only 1-2 there, and it is taken as a 1-2, and then wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, 3, 4, and a 5, something like that. There you go. So this is our impulse right now as a wave 1. But we will see, of course. We will see if this is going to happen. The signal will be given exactly in this area. Okay, so anyway, I'm still looking for one more low for the altcoins there. In general, for every altcoin here, it still required one more low. So potentially the Ethereum is aiming the same here inside this area and looking for only wave 1-2 toward the upside there. All right, so for Solana right now, we are also looking at our invalidation of the bullish there, where we took, of course, our low. As you can see, we had before, of course, a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, wave 1, and then wave 2. I mentioned, of course, a few days ago, or I would say yesterday as well, we took the 886, which is, of course, invalidation here for this wave 1. And today, we took exactly the low. And that means, of course, total invalidation for Solana here. We are looking at a confirmation for a bear market. And this bear market, of course, might dive deeper towards the $75 for Solana. And that because, of course, Solana is looking anyway for lower on the macro level. And we were estimating this scenario since a very long time here, where you have 1-2 and another wave 1 and then wave 2 unfolding as a 3 waves toward the downside. Once we take the slow and invalidation of this potential diagonal, which it's not possible anymore. So therefore, of course, definitely we are looking here at the confluence area, $75 for Solana to finish up here in ABC, and then pushing for higher in case you are in double 1-2 and wave 3 is unfolding. Another possibility is a leading diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. The wave 4 has to reach, of course, 3 waves in the perfect fib level as well. Of course, for this scenario, $75 is the minimum target. And final scenario here is, of course, finish zigzag wave A. You're looking for a wave B. The wave B, of course, can be a zigzag again, of course, hitting even lower than the 0.38 fib level. So $75 is the minimum requirement again. And then, of course, looking for wave C toward the upside. So in any case scenario here, we are looking to finish up, of course, this 3 waves correction toward the downside here. And then, of course, start to looking up again. Now, on the lower time frame, of course, we are looking here at an ABC and the wave C. Obviously, it is double 1, 2, wave 3, 4, and a 5, 4, and a 5 still unfolding. Therefore, on the lower time frame, I would say that this, of course, is still unfolding here as a major wave 4 and a 5 still required there. I would say even I would call that this is, of course, if this a double 1, 2, I would call even that this wave 3 is unfinished yet. Currently, it's gonna be finished a 4 and a 5, 4 and a 5, because we have double 1, 2 here. 1, 2, 3, and then we have the wave 4 there and wave 5 to finish a wave 3, and then finishing up a wave 4 and a 5 for a wave C. Yeah. So I'm looking, of course, for this area, as I mentioned, of course, to finish up here around the $75. Yeah, so these are the possibilities on the lower time frame. As you can see, yes, the things are extending here, of course. We have a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, as we mentioned here, is finishing up. And of course, don't forget that this can be another wave 1, 2 here. There is no ABC anymore. I would say it is a double 1, 2, I would say here. And of course, I'm gonna just reduce the things here. So wave 4 and a 5, okay, to finish a wave 3 again. So 1, 2, and then wave 3, 4, and a 5. Since no ABC there or WXNY can be taken into consideration anymore, only the double 1, 2 can be working right now, especially after taking the low, because of course the confirmation has been given here for something lower. Now, what is the next target? Therefore, is 75, of course, in the macro level. Now, in the micro level, we are looking here at 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. It is the last, of course, move for this wave 5. Obviously, it is a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 also unfolding here towards the downside. So it can be extended. Be careful. So I prefer, of course, for Solana to be very careful with it, because yeah, it can be very, very extended, and it can be very bearish, because the target is very clear on the macro level, guys. Okay, it's very clear on the macro level, so the target can be very fast taken there. Okay, so we gotta be careful with Solana. If we take a look also at Solana on the 3-minute chart, let's take a little bit bigger view. Of course, we see invalidation here for the bullish, and we have, of course, a strong bearish convergence, of course, toward the downside. So we gotta be careful with it. Yeah, very strong selling pressure. All right, so that was it for Solana. If we take a look at SUI as well, for SUI, well, SUI on the daily is looking good. I would say to start to push for higher somewhere, because we have 3 waves up for SUI, and we're looking for 3 waves down. Of course, as a wave B there, A, B, and a C, and the wave C is almost finished. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we are at the end, or at the wave 5 of a wave 5. So we are looking here to finish up with SUI with one more low potentially here to take this red zone decisively, I would say, because I would like to see it decisively taken and creating a V shape here, and then pushing really toward the upside. So yeah, 1-to-1 fib level 0.89 can be also potential scenario, but currently, I mean, SUI is showing some strength a little bit. I mean, not strength, but very, very, of course, like stubborn to take this low. And of course, it's still ranging sideways, while most of the alts are still, of course, dumping. So very interesting. But basically, I'm still looking for this low anyway, because all of that is looking very, very corrective. And of course still looking for one final low. I would say this final low is explained as follow. We have 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 for wave 3 4 and a 5 here. The wave 5 is still unfolding obviously here as 1 2 3 4 and a 5, and the wave 5 is a 1 2 3 and then wave 4 of course in triangle here, and then wave 5 to finish up of course this impulse towards the downside, guys. So we'll see, of course, how SUI will finish up this move there. If we take a look also at the 1 minute chart for SUI, well, we have also double signal for bearish, so we gotta be careful. Also, at the same time, bullish. Yeah, that's explain exactly, of course, the triangle, which is, of course, almost consolidation between bullish and bearish. But at the end, of course, we know that the bearish will take over because yeah, we still need this one more low to finish, of course, the structure. Even on the 3 minute chart, the bullish and the bearish are very, very equal here, and we have triple signal for the bullish. That is a very, very strong signal. That means we're very, very close, of course, for the low, guys. So once one more low is taken, I believe that SUI might explode toward the upside. The signals are there. Yep, so that was it for Ethereum, Solana, and SUI. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.